Hello everyone, I am Mike Kruger from Weather NorCal. This is another NorCal Ag, and with me right now is Will Harrison, and you're the ranch manager?
Yes.
Is that the title?
Yeah.
I'm learning all these new titles. I'm learning all things about agriculture because, I'll be honest with you, I don't know really much about agriculture. What are we doing out here? Where are we right now, and what are we doing out here?
We're in Ono, California, and right now we're waiting to receive a load of cattle from up north out of Siskiyou County, getting them out of the elements up there so they can spend the winter down here in a happy, sunshiny area.
Yeah, Lake Shasta, really up in Siskiyou County. They're coming here in a warmer climate, if you will.
Correct.
Now, we were talking about this earlier. Is this common for you to have to kind of go back and forth and back and forth?
It is common. It's something we do every year in the late fall, early winter time. We will bring them from there down to here and vice versa. Late spring, early summer, we will take them back up to there.
Okay, so this is something that's common in this area, but say in the Midwest, for example, they just deal with it. And
they got to deal with it.
Okay, so what are the reasons why you have to take them in and out of this type of climate?
It's easier on the livestock. It's more feasible. Hay and feeding them gets expensive. The animals actually do better in this environment instead of standing around in the snow and the cold all winter long. It's actually nicer out here.
You know, you think of those commercials, happy cows come from California.
Yes.
Where does that expression come from? What would you say is the reason they came up with that?
Our climate. Our climate is one of the very best climates in the United States for raising cattle. We do complain about it being hot or cold or this, that, the other thing, but we don't have severe temperature swings from the negatives to where it will still get to 100 or more, or the humidity even. Humidity is big.
And it's so dry here.
Yes.
Now, this right here, you can think of the rolling hills. I mean, this is the picture perfect scenario. So what is it about this particular land that is so suitable for the cattle?
The rainfall here, actually. I mean, the rainfall within Northern California to where we do get the majority of the rain, and it allows the grass to grow, and the amount of warm days that we get that allows the grass to grow here.
So you're going to have some happy cows coming in from Siskiyou County. They're going to be hanging out with their buddies. You brought these out a couple of weeks before.
Yes.
Is this going to be the last batch that's coming in?
There will still be more.
Wow, okay, so it seems like quite a process to kind of have to do this back and forth. How many times during their life before you take them to, like say a bull and gelding sale is kind of how it works? How many times do you have to kind of maybe do that?
They'd have about a two, excuse me, they would twice basically. From when they were born, say they were born up there, they would come down here, spend their first winter here, they'd go back for that summer and fall up there, and then they would be ready to go to the bull and gelding sale.
Well, I certainly appreciate you coming out here and taking the time. I know this is probably something you're going to do anyways, and you invited me to come out here, so I appreciate you inviting me into your office, if you will, and learning more about cattle. These are things that I don't know, and a lot of people out there don't know about what goes on in the cattle industry and just the ag industry in general, and that's what this is all about. So thank you again, and we will see you next week for another edition of NorCal Ag.